All right, yeah, I'm ready. Recording. Shalom, shalom.
Shalom.
This is first and foremost, I want to give all praises, all glory, and honor to Yahweh, Ba'Hashem, Yahushai, Ba'Hashem, Kakwadash.
Over there.
I'm going to also give double honor to my apostles and my elders at Great Millstone who were well. Peace and salutation to all you Akim out there preaching this truth throughout the four corners of the earth with truth and sincerity in your hearts and for the love of the gospel, all right? I'm the brother Shamaria.
Hashem Yah.
Khan, this is Great Millstone Branch, Gary, Indiana, coming at you with another lesson. All right, this lesson is going to be about the strange woman. All right, the strange woman meaning other philosophies. You know, scriptures talk about how the elect weren't going to be defiled with women. You know, and when it talks about being defiled with women, they're not going to be defiled with that strange woman. All right, those other philosophies, the lies, and the worshiping of idols, man. Putting anything above you. How about Shem Yahushua? All right. Give me a second.
Alright, he's doing that. I'm gonna get Proverbs 23.
Alright, I'm back. I was going to start at Revelations 14 and 4.
So I just quoted Proverbs 23. I forget what's verse though. Shit.
23?
Alright, hold on. I think it's 30. Yeah, okay, this is Proverbs 23 and 30. We started 33. Thy eyes shall behold strange women, and thy heart shall utter perverse things. Yea, thou shalt be as he that lieth down in the midst of the sea, or as he that lieth upon the top of a mast. And the top of a mast is of a ship, and a mast is known to turn back and forth to guide the ways of the ship. All right, just like these other doctrines, man. Just as King Solomon had got swayed. You know, the Lord, everybody thinks the sin of King Solomon was that he had many wives, but he had many wives, and the Lord warned him about having many women. It would corrupt his mind, which that's what it did. You know, matter of fact, I'm holding that. I'll get it later. But what did you want to go to?
Revelations 14 and 4.
Go ahead.
This is the book of Revelation, chapter 14, verse 4. It says, These are they which were not defiled with women, for they are virgins. These are they which follow the Lamb whithersoever he goeth. These were redeemed from among men, being the first fruits unto Yahweh and unto the Lamb. And I want to talk about how these are they, right? These are the elect. This is the elect of Israel, the government body of Yahweh Shem Yahushua is going to lead when his kingdom comes back on earth. All right? And he talks about how they're not going to be defiled with women. And that women that they're not going to be defiled with is strange philosophies. They're going to have 100% truth. All right? They're going to preach the 100% gospel of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, by Shem Kakwadash. All right? Now I want to get a couple of examples of that strange woman, all right? It's the book of Proverbs 6 and 23. Proverbs 6 and 23, because ultimately that strange woman, man, those are the worshiping of idols. The worshiping of idols, man, is those strange women, you know? And following these other philosophies is worshiping these idols. So if you following all of the Hinduism, you know, you're following Christianity, you're following Seventh-day Adventist, Jehovah's Witness, 1%ers, it doesn't matter. You know, Baptist, Apostolic, Lutheran, you know, Catholic, all of these are other philosophies, which is the strange women. But only the elect is going to have 100% truth.
That's right. And as we can see, since I've been in the truth, you know, that's exactly what the Israelite community is becoming. It's the same thing, but like I said, just so as the so as the other doctrines in false doctrine, you would have that amongst the I'm gonna say the so-called truth, because Hebrew Israelites, when we first came out, it wasn't that much diversity, but now it's become, now you have different sects in this community too, because now you have you got guys teaching that the Paul's writings wasn't the truth. You know, you got guys that's teaching without the name, saying that you can do certain things. You don't have to hold a certain Sabbath. But even though the scripture says, you know, judge not a man on the Sabbath, but you got guys that's just teaching all type of madness that's out here, man. And that's all for the Lord's glory, though. Anyway, you know, because it says what 2/3, 1/3 is the Lord is only looking for 1/3. You know. All right, you said 6:33.
6:23.
23.
This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 6, verse 23. It says, "For the commandment is a lamp, and the law is light, and the reproofs are instruction. Reproofs of instruction are the way of life." All right, so the commandment is a lamp. All right, and the law is the light. So this is the light in which we should live our lives. You know, and reproof and instruction is the way of life. To keep thee from the strange woman, from the flattery of the tongue of a strange woman. All right, and if the strange woman is everything that falls outside of the law, statutes, commandments of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, that's that strange woman. Because that's why it said the commandment is a lamp. When you're in the darkness, you use the lamp to see where you're going, and that's how we treat the truth. All right, the law, statutes, and commandments is for our correction. Right. That's why it says and reproofs of instruction are the way of life. Because when we fall or we slip, we always have the spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahushua to put us back on track. To keep us what? To keep thee away from that strange, from the evil woman, from the flattery of the tongue of a strange woman, man. You know? And we all know the beginning of pride is when, the beginning when one starts to depart from the Lord is pride. You know? It says, verse 25, "Lust not after her beauty in thine heart, neither let her take thee with her eyelids. For by means of a whorish woman, a man is brought to a piece of bread, and the adulteress will hunt for the precious life." All right, so the strange woman can be looked at as Satan too.
Yep.
You know, because Satan's doing everything he can to get you to not live in the law of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. You know, that's just one example of how the wickedness is looked at as a strange woman, man. You know, you have something.
Yeah, I gotta look it up on my other phone. Go ahead.
Con, and I'll jump into the book of 2:16. So Proverbs 2:16. The book of Proverbs, chapter 2, verse 16, it says, "To deliver thee from the strange woman, even from the stranger which flattereth with her words, which forsaketh the guide of the youth, and forgetteth the covenant of her God." All right, so this is the same thing. To deliver thee from the strange woman, even the stranger which flattereth with her words. All right, because one thing about the scriptures, it says, what did they say? It said, I think it's in Isaiah. What did it say? It said, smooth things. Smooth. It says flattery of lips, right? Smooth things. It's Isaiah. Isaiah 28. Isaiah 30 and 10. Because it said the flattery of her lips, right? The flattery of her lips. I got it. The flattery of her lips, you know, are those lies. Those are those lies that the strange woman offers you, the devil. You know, he's the liar and the father of it. It's the book of Isaiah, chapter 30, verse 10. It says, "Which say unto the seers, see not, and to the prophets, prophesy not unto us right things, speak unto us smooth things, prophesy deceits." And those are those strange women.
That's strange women. That's people say, even in the world, they say what? People rather have believe a lot in the truth.
Oh,
you
yeah.
know, like shit. I've actually heard women actually say, you know, lie to me.
Lie to me,
Tell
yeah.
lie to me. They don't want. They can't. Hey, what's the movie? You can't handle the truth.
Yeah.
All right, the truth is actually
few good
too
men.
hard for too hard for some people to get, man.
Con.
And the truth, and like I said, and then to tell a lie, you have to mix it with the truth. And it sounds good, man, but it's not truth, man. The truth, and that truth hurts.
Yep.
You know, people can't handle it. You know,
That's right. And that's why you want to be told a lie to make them feel good,
to make them feel good.
to appease their flesh.
That's what you just read. You know,
Yeah.
because that's smooth thing.
Yeah, that's some flattering lips. That's the flattering lips of the strange woman.
Yep.
You know, because it said what in Corinthians, Second Corinthians is 2 Corinthians 3 and 4. 2 Corinthians 3 and 4. I'm sorry. 2 Corinthians 4 and 3. 2 Corinthians 4 and 3. It says, if our gospel be hid, it is hid to them that are lost. All right. So if it's hid, it's going to be hid. If the strange woman, if anybody's going to believe the strange woman, which is other philosophies,
Right.
it's going to be the true gospel is going to be hid to them that are lost, in whom the God of this world have blinded the minds of them which believe not, lest the light of the glorious gospel of Mashiach, who is the image of Yahweh, should shine unto them.
Yep.
All right. So it said what? Except. All right. Except it says the God of this world have blinded the minds of them that believe not. The God of this world is who? Esau Edom.
Yep.
And with his flattery of his tongue, you know, with his lies. He's won the people. He's won the 2/3 over with his lies, man.
Yeah.
You know.
And he actually comforts the wicked with his lies, man. Tell everybody can make it. You know that all togetherness shit.
Yeah.
You know which comes from the mother of harlots, which is the Roman Catholic Church. You know which are all philosophies and strange where the strange woman actually was birthed from. You know, so then I want to get some in Matthew. You said earlier. He would shine a light. I'm gonna get Matthew's 5 and 15.
15.
Yeah. And I'm gonna start at
I'm
gonna start at 14. He said, "Ye are the light of the world. A city that is set up on a hill cannot be hid."
Yeah.
All right. So the truth can't be hid, man. And that's why we get so much flack. You know, we got on the highways and byways, week in and week out, doing videos. All right. He said, verse 15. Neither do men light a candle and put it under a bushel, but on a candlestick, and it giveth light unto all that are in the house.
Oh.
Right. So the truth is a pathway. You read in Proverbs earlier. You said something about the light. I went to get this earlier, right after you read that. All right, but it says it's a light gives light into the whole house.
Yeah.
Right, and that house is what, your body, man.
Come.
All right, so that's why when you share the truth on stuff, man, you have an aura about you. You different. The demon, you walk into a room full of demons, you look different, man. You radiant.
Come.
All right, verse 16. Let your light so shine before men that they may see your good works and glorify the Father which is in heaven.
Come.
Right.
That's mighty, man.
Come.
Because they say that the laws are a lamp unto our feet.
Mhm.
You know,
Yep.
the law, the word of the commandments are a light.
Yeah.
Where the light is the knowledge. All right, so we can't be tainted with strange women because we wouldn't have that light anymore. You know. I also want to get the fact that if we're not supposed to go into the strange woman, then what woman are we supposed to go into, man? We're supposed to go into the woman of wisdom. All right, so to the Apocrypha.
No, just gonna go to that.
We can start. I'm gonna start in Sirach 1,
Right.
1 and 14. Look at Sirach 1 and 14. It says, to fear the Lord is the beginning of wisdom. All right, so that's the first step of wisdom, is to fear the Lord. It is created with the faithful in the womb. So it is, the fear of the Lord is created and is given to who? The faithful in the womb.
Right.
All right, so this is predestination we're talking about.
Right.
The 2/3 are already destined for destruction. They're already destined to get the strange woman. What did it say in Revelation 14th chapter again? It said, these are they that kept for women. Let's get that again. Revelation 14 and 4. These are they which are not defiled with women, for they are virgins. These are they which follow the Lamb whithersoever he goeth. These were redeemed from among men, being the first fruits of Yahweh to the Lamb, and to the Lamb. And in their mouth was found no guile, for they are without fault before the throne of Yahweh. So, hey, these are the ones that was been ordained, predestinated to get wisdom. That woman, the right woman, man. You know. If I jump to same book 4, this is the book of Sirach 4, and I started at 11. Sirach 4:11 says, "Wisdom exalteth her children, and layeth hold on them that seek her. He that loveth her loveth life." Who's the her? Wisdom. All right, so this is a different woman we're talking about. This is a right woman, you know, wisdom. It says, "And they that seek to her early shall be filled with joy. He that holdeth her fast shall inherit glory, and whosoever she entereth, the Lord will bless." It says, "They that serve her shall minister to the Holy One, and them that love her, the Lord doth love. Whoso giveth ear unto her shall judge the nations, and he that attendeth unto her shall dwell securely." So this is a different attribute from the strange woman. They don't talk about the flattery of lips. All right, you have to get to know this woman. There's no wisdom I'm talking about. If a man commit himself unto her, he shall inherit her, and his generation shall hold her in possession. For at the first she will walk with him by crooked ways, and bring fear and dread upon him, and torment him with her discipline, while she may trust his soul and try him by her laws. All right, so it's going to be hard at the first to get this wisdom, man.
Yep.
But after you obtain it,
she'll tease you with it.
Yeah, after you obtain it, you know, you're going to be trusted of the Lord. And these are the ones that the Lord is speaking about in Revelation 4:14. The ones that's not going to be tainted with strange women. The ones that are going to have wisdom. You know, the predestinated.
Yeah, it's Isaiah. Men that's out here silent and crying. It's Mark. It'll be the ones that's going to be. It's only a select few, man. You know, we can't stress this enough, man. It's not for everybody.
That's it.
You know, and that's why the truth teases you like that. You know, and what he just read is wrong. All right, because it basically it's just like a woman. Women that certain women, man, they won't let you. A woman that's real precious, she's not easy to get to. You can't really just go give her any type of game or any type of words or whatever. She's gonna if she's really about something, she's gonna make you try to earn her. That's just like the truth. You know, have you brothers ever had a woman that was kind of deep? You know, like I said, we know this woman fucked up, but like my early years, you know, women wasn't as gullible and really wasn't as fucked up as they are now, man. Women used to be kind of had some type of morals and shit. You know?
Next verse it says, "Then will she return the straight way unto him." See, return. So he once knew this. How the scriptures say. I'll get that next. It says, "Then shall she return the straight way unto him, and comfort him, and show him her secrets." All right, her secrets is what? The law, statutes, and commandments, and the dark sayings, the prophecies, man. You know how to line up prophecies. Is gonna give you the spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. You know, you're gonna be accepted. You know, let me jump to the book of Jude, because it said, "Return the straight way unto it." So you're gonna return, though you once knew these things. Jude 1 and 5. This is the book of Jude, chapter 1, verse 5. It says, "I will therefore put you in remembrance, though ye once knew this, how that the Lord, having saved the people out of the land of Egypt, afterward destroyed them that believe not." So what the point was, I will therefore put you in remembrance, though ye once knew this. All right? Though you once knew this. The Lord is going to put us in remembrance of the things we once knew. You know? And this wisdom is not manifesting to many, man. Right. You know? Did you have anything?
No, that was it.
Let me grab 6 and 20. This is
6:20.
Sirach 6 and 20. You can read it for me.
All right,
Point is at 20.
20 who?
Point is at 22, but start at 20.
All right, it's a Sirach 20, 6 and 20. He says she is very unpleased.
Unpleasant.
So it's like she is very unpleasant and unlearned.
To the unlearned.
Hmm?
To the unlearned.
All right, she is very unpleasant. Unpleasant to the unlearned.
Yeah.
All right, he that is without understanding will not remain with her.
God, she is very unpleasant to the unlearned. You know, he that was without understanding will not remain with her.
Mm-hmm.
So he gonna leave her. You know, he gonna leave her because he's like, man, it's too hard for me. You know,
Yeah.
I want the strange woman. He not gonna want the righteous woman,
Right.
which is wisdom. Go ahead.
That's like a weak man too.
A weak man, yeah.
All right. She will lie upon him as a
Mighty.
as a mighty stone of trial.
Mm-hmm.
And he will cast her from him. She will cast her from him.
Mm-hmm.
It will be long.
Ere it be long.
Yeah, it be long.
Yeah, it says she should be upon him as a mighty stone of trial. Cause he gonna every time you trying to do something, wisdom gonna meet you in every thought.
Yeah.
But he not going to hearken. He not going to listen. So he said she's gonna be upon him as a mighty stone of trial, and he will cast her off ere it be long. So you're not gonna stay long. He gonna cast that stone up off him like, man, it's too hard for me.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead. What's the point?
He said, for wisdom is according to her name.
Yep.
And she is not manifested unto many.
So she is not manifest unto many, man. And that was the 2/3, because the 2/3 gonna want the strange woman. Prophesying to us lies, saying to us smooth things, prophesying to us deceits, you know? But that was the point, man. That the elect ain't gonna be tainted by strange women. You know? We're not gonna be tainted by these other philosophies, by these other doctrines, false doctrines, these false prophecies, man. And these false prophets' teachings. You know? Because it said they follow the Lamb whithersoever he goeth.
Yeah.
Just like John 10. You know, the Lamb, these are my sheep, they know my voice.
Yeah.
Another they will not follow.
Yeah.
You know?
Compare it to a lovely song, like the scripture says, a lovely song, man.
God.
All right, and like I said, you hit them right notes. You know, it's beautiful and it's a song. Everybody don't like the same music. You know,
God.
The Pied Piper when the Pied Piper that tale of the Pied Piper, that's how he got the mice out of the city. All of the mice played. He played a certain song and it led them all out of the city. You know, it led the multitude, man.
God.
You know.
But that was the point, though. The point was made. Yeah, man, the elect are those that don't want to be into the strange women. And we're not going to, you know? And that was the point. Lord, this lesson was edifying through the strength and the power of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. Until next time, this is Shalom.
Shalom.